Hi, today I'm reviewing the Klairs Fundamental Water Gel Cream. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money. I'll never waste your time with sponsored ads or videos. So if you want to help support the channel, check out nobsbeauty.com, check out my Patreon community, or click on the Amazon link below. And I will be getting more Beanie Babies soon. So sorry about that. I didn't have quite enough and I wanted to get more unique ones. So I'll finish up with those soon. Okay. So I was very excited when this first came out because I love Klairs products in general, and I really like their fundamental line. Actually, my favorite product probably from their fundamental line is their eye butter, which I don't know if I've reviewed this one yet. And the fundamental mist, I really like that one too. The eye gel and the fundamental ampule are great as well, but those two happen to be my particular favorites from the line. So when this came out, I knew I needed to review it and pick it up and give it a try. So, Klairs calls this a gel cream moisturizer that has a nice gel type texture. As Klairs fundamental line, it provides and fulfills the basics in your moisturizing skincare. It contains Jeju green tea water and Panthenol to provide moisture and deep hydration with a light finish, recommended for all skins and all seasons. So, let me just get on to my first criteria, and I'm going to talk about more about the texture of it. So, my first criteria is packaging. Obviously, I'm not a huge fan of jar packagings. It just provides exposure to the product and degrades any good antioxidants that are in there, and there are some in here. And especially with something that has a liquidy gel texture to this one, it's just not the most convenient packaging. A squeeze tube or a pump bottle or anything else would have been a little bit better in my opinion, but what am I going to do about it? Nothing. My Lincoln is assaulting the cameraman. Lincoln, come here. Come assault me. Everyone loves you. Come here. Lincoln! Come here. Hi. Say hi to everybody. I guess he's not going to assault me. Okay. I don't know what I did to deserve not being assaulted by Lincoln, but I guess I did it. Okay, so my second criteria is denatured alcohol, and there's no denatured or drying types of alcohol in this, which is a very good thing, and I think Klairs' entire fundamental line is free from drying types of alcohol, and this one is also fragrance-free, no essential oils, no noticeable scent like the rest of the products in the fundamental line. The manufacturing location for this one is Korea, so no issues with that. Ease of use, so this one has some ingredients, a couple ingredients in here, which it's generally pretty easy to use. However, if you layer it with several products, especially thicker type products, it can pill. It doesn't pill all the time. It's not a problem usually, except for like if you apply certain very thick or hydrating sunscreens over it, pilling could be potentially a problem. But typically it's not a huge issue. I have found, because of how this sets to kind of a radiant finish, I have found that this works better in my evening routine. I try and keep my morning routine short and simple and to the point, just because when you include a sunscreen in your morning routine, it just increases the likelihood of things getting too thick and maybe foundation will pill over it. So I try and keep my morning routine a bit simple. I also have used this kind of to mix with certain retinols just to kind of bring some of their strength down. But overall, it's pretty easy to use. You're going to want to use this at the end of your routine. And this also has hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid in it, as well as Pentaerythrityl Tetraethylhexanoate, which the latter is a hydrating ingredient, which gives products kind of a wet look and feel on the skin, which you kind of see. It doesn't set really quickly. And once it does fully set, it sets to kind of a natural finish, which in my opinion makes this probably more geared towards drier skin types. Although if you have super dry skin, it isn't necessarily always enough. And then if you have to apply more layers of products, then that hyaluronic acid makes it a little bit more prone to pilling. So overall, it's pretty easy to use in general. I just like to use it in my evening routine because of the pilling factor, which doesn't happen very often, just it's happened with a couple sunscreens. So I think it's the hyaluronic acid that's probably most likely to blame for that. Okay, so then we get to antioxidants and beneficial ingredients. And Lincoln is really making himself home in the studio today. Hi, Lincoln. He's just Running around being a dog. Okay. So we've got green tea water, which is the first ingredient. And then we've also got green tea extract, which is a good antioxidant. We've got Panthenol, which is vitamin B5, a hydrating and anti-inflammatory ingredient. Then we've got Oryza Sativa extract, which is a good skin conditioning, skin softening, and hydrating ingredient. We've got hibiscus fruit extract, good skin conditioning ingredient, antioxidants, also a good source of vitamin E. But however, certain parts of that plant can be a source of fragrance, so typically for an antioxidant, it's not always right at the top of the list of the best ones, just because some people can be potentially sensitive to it. Just depends on what part of the plant is used and how much of it is used. And for this one, this has no noticeable scent at all, so I assume it's quite small. So not a huge issue. Then we've got Japanese seaweed, good skin soothing, skin protecting, skin conditioning ingredient. We've got mugwort in here. Good skin conditioning and soothing ingredient. Centella Asiatica, skin soothing, anti-inflammatory, hydrating. Centella Asiatica is great for everything. Rosemary leaf extract, which is, the extract is an antioxidant. Rosemary leaf oil is a potential irritant. So extract good, oil not good for that particular ingredient. Then we've got Phytosphingosine. Let me try it. Phytosphingosine, which is a skin-identical ingredient, lipid skin conditioning ingredient. Then we've got vitamin E, hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid, which I don't know if I should even list on the beneficial antioxidant list anymore, because I just find hyaluronic acid to just be thrown into almost everything just as a slip ingredient, kind of. Jojoba esters and hydrolyzed lecithin. So it's got a nice long list of good ingredients. I like that it's not like a mugwort totally heavy product, where a lot of products that have mugwort in them is just kind of mugwort's the star and there's not much else in there. They've included a nice long list of good things, so I really am happy about that. Then we get to cruelty-free status, and this is cruelty-free as well as vegan. So performance. So sets to a nice radiant finish, which is nice, especially if you have drier skin, and sometimes getting a little bit of a glow is difficult when you're super dry or dull. Let's see. Oily skin might not appreciate the finish as much. However, it's hydrated enough where if you have oily skin, you might be able to get away with just using this in place of a moisturizer and a serum. So that might be a good way to use it. It does contain a few acneogenic ingredients: ethylhexyl palmitate, vitamin E, and cetyl alcohol. Not a super long list, but a couple of those are pretty high up on the comedogenic scale. I'll get to price. So this is the full size, which is 70 milliliters, 2.3 ounces, which is larger than most moisturizers, and retails for about $31. However, shop around because you can probably get it for a little bit less. So overall, not super expensive, and a little bit of it does go a very long way. Then we get to the it factor. I really like it. Nice, fragrance-free, alcohol-free, affordable, vegan. I wish it didn't contain a couple of those ingredients, such as the hyaluronic acid. Plays well with most products, but not all of them. But it does have a nice, unique gel texture. Overall, as far as Klairs goes, this is still my favorite. Like the packaging as well. It's got a nice long list of good ingredients, and it plays well with most other products. And I like the packaging of it a little bit better. So anyway, out of 10, with 10 being a perfect score, I gave this an 8, which is still pretty good. And if you're a skincare junkie, it's well worth checking out, in my opinion, and giving it a try. So anyway, I'm interested in hearing from you guys if you've had a chance to try this yet, and if you have, what your thoughts are. So definitely leave a comment. I love hearing from you. And if you haven't tried this, let me know what your favorite Klairs product of all time is. That'd be a tricky one. Anyway, so leave a comment, and I will see you more tomorrow. Thank you so much, guys.